how India sometimes deals with the voiceless. It's is very inhuman. The verdicts that have come out clearly are not just. They are not going to do any good to the society. But having said that, the issues that the normal public, people that do not have pets, have raised against strays, those also need to be addressed. So the idea is to coexist mutually in the society, not eliminate or eradicate one.
तो अगर आप हाइंडसाइट में देखते हो सो टर्निंग डाउन मिस्टर अनुपम मित्तल्स ऑफर वाज अ राइट डिसीजन.
I'm the kind of person that evaluates opportunities very, very carefully. And I evaluate partnerships very, very carefully. So at that time, it wasn't the best decision for us. That's why we chose to move on. Startup journeys are very, very difficult. More so difficult for women, I think so. Is because opportunities are slightly lesser and judgments are slightly higher.
So I also loved when you said recently the entrepreneur has to be shameless. This is an important quality entrepreneur should have. So I wanted to understand from you if you would like to share something shameless you did recently.
When I say shameless, I particularly mean that you have a lot of inhibitions of a lot of judgments that you walk with, saying that people are gonna say this, people are gonna, he's probably gonna ignore me, I'm probably not worth it, I'm probably not good enough, and there's a lot of it. I just want everybody and anybody that's trying to build something to shut the stupid voices that go on in your head. If जब आप पानी पूरी खाने जाते हैं, ठीक है, आपने देखा होगा 6 पानी पूरी तो वो देता ही है, बट अगर आप एक एक नॉर्मली आप एक पानी पूरी वाले के पास जाके अपनी पानी पूरी अगर आपने खा ली तो वो आपको सूखा पूरी तब तक नहीं देता है जब तक आप मांगते नहीं हो. मैं बस लोगों से ये कहना चाहूंगी कि अपनी सूखा पूरी मांगो. इट्स
Ah, wow.
इट्स वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट या.
What kept you going? Is it you said जिद्दी थे इसलिए we kept going even after getting a lot of odds on the way.
You don't keep going when you have a plan B. I never had a plan B, so this was my only way. I had to keep going.
Hello, Priyam. Thank you so much for joining in. It's a pleasure to have you here.
Thank you so much for inviting me. I've seen a couple of things that you've done in the past. Great work. Great work. Must tell you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. Coming from you means a lot. Thank you. So, Priyam, I know we always start from a journey, and I also know that you are tired of sharing your journey. And now we all know about your journey, like how you got your first job out of your graduation. You worked there for some time, and then you started Pause India out of the passion for pets. So I want to
Absolutely.
understand when you first got featured, in 2022 in Shark Tank 1, wherein you were just a 26-year-old person, and now after 5 years, what do you think has been like, how has been your evolution or the transformation, I should say, as a person and as well as a business person?
So I was 24 back then, and evolution has been crazy because what you think you're building on the way is a business, but you end up building a completely new person at the end of the tunnel. You learn a lot because the first thing that you kind of get on your face on a daily basis is rejection. Teaches you a lot. I mean, nothing teaches you more than listening to a no and then going back and reworking on yourself and reworking on your project and coming back and serving it all over again. So I mean, this it's a journey for the strong-hearted. Let me tell you that. And there's a lot of failure, very little success, and a lot of failure. When I say very little success, I mean you take your 10 shots, right? And one might be successful, nine definitely will fail, considering the scale of entrepreneurship at this point. Startup journeys are very, very difficult, more so difficult for women, I think so. Is because opportunities are slightly lesser and judgments are slightly higher. But evolution so far has been great. I'm literally the monkey that became a human being. From learning everything from discipline to how to control your emotions, to how to control your anger, to how to control your tongue, where to speak, what to speak, how to crack deals. Um, a lot of respect, giving and taking, a lot of understanding your own battles, your own egos. It'll take a whole day for me to tell you how I have evolved, but what I can tell you is the evolution has been strong, the evolution has been concrete, it's been solid, and I hope to build this company to a larger extent and many more companies that I wish to work on and open in future.
Wow, wow. So, my next question was about what you just mentioned also in this, statement, wherein you said about it is even more difficult when it is a female stuff. So, I saw that you were saying in your Instagram, the Priyam show, wherein you mentioned that, people have actually often turned down the meetings when your brother was not there, who is your co-founder, and, people were
Absolutely.
more judging and all that. So, is it still happening, or is it getting better? Like, how do you see this?
I think, let's start with a lot of times things are not the way you look at it. Sometimes they are. So, I mean, when I was 24 or 25, and when I used to go to these meetings and think that, okay, they're actually waiting for my brother and they cancel on me because of my brother, sometimes when you introspect, you realize hindsight, your skill set was low and it was a waste of time for them. That's why they wanted someone, or they wanted to look for someone who's more solid and can provide
But
them the information that they need.
this is even after you have proved yourself or at such a big platform जहाँ पे you were so बेबाक, so bindas, so हाजिर जवाब, and you have proved yourself at a national level platform. Even after that, a woman feels, I mean, or faces this
Yeah,
issue.
yeah, yeah. No, absolutely. Yes, yes. It was more so at the start. Obviously, things are getting better, and haven't faced something like this in the most recent times. But yes, it does come along with a judgment. If you're a female and if you're of a particular age and if you're um, looking differently or dressed differently, I might say, it's human at this point now. You can't expect anything else. I feel like the judgment is going to come your way, but how you tackle with it is really really important. I would, anybody and any girl that is listening who thinks that she's getting rejected or not getting the right opportunities, that could be the case, but I would also want them to introspect and see that are they actually worthy enough of that place. And if you are, and if you're still not getting it, then you have the world to blame. But sometimes we're not ready and we blame at all the societal conditions possible for stuff like this. So I would not completely blame this on the society, but yes, things are getting better now, and I'm much more clearer, I'm much more out there, and I'm much more open and confident about what I'm doing and what I'm speaking. And now things are different for me. But yes, when you start, um, this does happen to you, and not just me. It's, I think I'm pretty sure you must have also gone through something like this.
Yes, I have plenty of experiences like that. Not just in the company, like when I start my company as an entrepreneur, but when I was working in a job also, I had similar experiences when I had male team members under me and they were bigger than me, like the age wise. So I had
Yeah.
the same issues. But yeah, gradually, I say gradually, either they accept or they had no other choice. So, it comes into the line which we want.
Yeah, yeah, right.
So I also loved when you said recently the entrepreneur has to be shameless. This is an important quality entrepreneur should have. So I wanted to understand from you if you would like to share something shameless you did recently.
Oh, there's a lot. मतलब uh, अगर मैं आपको आज की बात बताऊं तो मेरे ऑफिस में एक रेजिग्नेशन पड़ा और मैं
Hmm.
उसी से उसकी नेक्स्ट हायरिंग करा रही हूँ. So this is also, I feel, like a shameless move. But yeah, when I say shameless, I particularly mean that you have a lot of inhibitions of a lot of judgments that you walk with, saying that people are gonna say this, people are gonna, he's probably gonna ignore me, I'm probably not worth it, I'm probably not good enough, and there's a lot of it. I just want everybody and anybody that's trying to build something to shut the stupid voices that go on in your head. If you see an opportunity and if you see a person, or if you see a chance of making money, or speaking to somebody that you wanted to, or being at a place that you wanted to, or trying to gain something, probably knowledge or something that you wanted to, I would say go for it. Like, ask for it, go for it. If you don't ask, the answer is always going to be no. So ask for anything and everything you want, and the universe is your playground, and you can get what you want, and you can work hard for it, of course. But I feel like being shameless is very very important. Being jugadu is very very important. If you don't know how to address people, places, situations, at the end of the day, you're gonna take an emotional hit over there. So I feel like it's very important to be shameless, and it's very important to not take yourself very very seriously, and just understand that if you won't ask, you will not get it. It's, I mean, I can't be more clearer than this कि अगर आप नहीं मांगोगे तो आपको नहीं मिलेगा, और मांगने के लिए आपको मुंह खोलना पड़ेगा और आपको अपनी शर्म साइड में रखनी पड़ेगी. So being shameless is very important. You know, it's, I'll give you an example.
हाँ जी.
जब आप पानी पूरी खाने जाते हैं, ठीक है,
हम्म.
आपने देखा होगा 6 पानी पूरी तो वो देता ही है, बट अगर आप
हम्म.
एक एक नॉर्मली आप एक पानी पूरी वाले के पास जाके अपनी पानी पूरी अगर आपने खा ली, तो वो आपको सूखा पूरी तब तक नहीं देता है जब तक आप मांगते नहीं हो. तो
हाँ,
आप
मोस्ट ऑफ
अपनी
द टाइम
सूखा,
तो ऐसे ही होता है.
हाँ, तो मैं बस लोगों से ये कहना चाहूंगी कि अपनी सूखा पूरी मांगो. इट्स
हाँ. वाह.
इट्स वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट, या.
आई लव द वे यू सेड. अपना सूखा पूरी मांगो. तो आपके अब हाइंडसाइट में जब आप देखते हो, दिस वाज रिलेटेड टू शार्क टैंक, ऑब्वियसली पीपल वोंट फॉरगेट दैट. तो अगर आप हाइंडसाइट में देखते हो, सो टर्निंग डाउन मिस्टर अनुपम मित्तल्स ऑफर वाज अ राइट डिसीजन.
अ, उस टाइम के लिए वो सही था, और उस स्टेज पे जब मैं थी उस टाइम के लिए वो चीज़ सही थी. एंड या आई फील लाइक आई वाज द आई एम द काइंड ऑफ पर्सन दैट evaluates opportunities very very carefully, and I evaluate partnerships very very carefully. So at that time it wasn't the best decision for us. That's why we chose to move on.
So you felt that yes, this was the right thing to do.
Yes, of course.
So, I mean, did you raise fund after that? Since you mentioned that, I guess, sometimes back that you are currently in the process.
Yeah, so we're working with HNIs right now.
Wow. So, can you share some experience about, raising the funds if somebody is looking for it now? How is the process like? Is it cumbersome? Who should raise? When should raise? Like anything you would like to give an overview about?
So I feel like there are particularly two times where you should raise. So if you're building a very tech heavy and or a very what do I, a material heavy kind of a asset heavy kind of a business, you need to raise money soon at sooner stages. But
Mhm.
if you're running something like a brand, or if you're making products or something, you should, for something like that, you should raise money at a growth stage, or at a stage where you feel like your PMF is right. Those are the two things I would love for people to keep in mind. And how to raise funds, there's no simple or there's no one answer to it. LinkedIn is a good outreach, and emailing them is a good outreach. The best way and the most fruitful way that I have come across is reaching out to them on LinkedIn, them or their teammates, and trying to get the right email for the right POC of that organization, and then hitting them via an email. So this is the best way and a way that's worked for me. But there are several other ways, like reaching out to consultants, and you have partners, and people that get this thing done for you. And you have agencies now. You have crowdfunding as an option. You have government grants. I would request people to look at government grants first, especially women. There is I forgot the name of the scheme, but it was. I'm so sorry, I forgot the name of the scheme, but government has some really good schemes for startups and especially for women. That is the first place you should look at. Mudra loan is the name.
Hmm.
So Mudra loan is something specifically for girls, and it's a great way to start if you're a woman. So that's the first one. Email is the second one. Third one would be going to their website and reaching out to them via their contact us page. That's the third one. Fourth one is via consultants. Fifth one is word of mouth. Sixth one is events and other occasions that happen wherein people have a get together or a meetup with investors, venture capitalists, founders, HNIs. These are
So
the
you
top
personally did
six.
cold reaching?
Have done all of it.
You've done all of it. And you felt that the most effective and the most independent one is reaching them
LinkedIn.
on LinkedIn and email and sort of. Oh, wow. So I know, in fact, the audience by now know that you and your brother takes every decision in the business collectively. Like it's not just one person who does it. But how do you, define the areas? Like this is your area and this is your brother's. Like what all you handle in the company?
It's more so got to do with the strong points of the person you're working with, and in a condition, in a case like us, wherein we are brothers and sisters, know each other deeply, have lived our whole lives together, we kind of understand what the other person is good at, and what is the one main thing of having a co-founder and working with somebody is respect. It's very important to maintain respect at all times, at all issues, at all times of inconvenience, at all times of conflict. at all times of any kind of financial or other issues that may arise, which keep arising in a business, right? Maintaining respect is very important. Trusting the person is very important. And in our case, we turned out to be lucky. My co-founder is my brother, so I know him very very well. I know him in and out. I know what his strengths are, so I let him function at his strength points, and he lets me function at my strength points. Although, if we do have a point of conflict, we always make sure data wins. So the first
Mhm.
person to take a call is data. So that's it's data and then it's us.
So you guys have not decided like marketing is my side, though finance is your side, or logistic is your side. Like, is
I
there
mean,
any
we
division?
discuss everything, but there are
Mhm.
certain things that he particularly takes care of. But we discuss everything. Everything is on the table for discussion and for somebody to hear and for him to give me an opinion or an idea or what he thinks about it. Like, for example,
Like
just
daily
to
profile में ऐसा कुछ नहीं है. Like in my thing, I takes care of the marketing part of it. Then or the team management is taken care by my co-founder, or and so on. Like in your case, आप लोगों ने ऐसा कुछ divide नहीं किया. It's like whatever comes the way.
so it
How
is
it
it
is.
is it is kind of divided wherein he looks at the procurement and finance bit, and apart from that the marketing, sales, hiring, all of that I look at,
Okay.
operations. Yeah, so he particularly looks at the finance and the procurement bit and any product development portion that we have or that we might want to do. And yeah, he's got slightly more experience than me working. He's worked with my dad for about 10 years now or something.
Mhm.
So yeah, he's slightly more mature and slightly has a more understanding of work and of taking business deals and business decisions a lot more seriously and with a more analytical lens than me. So I
So since you
respect.
mentioned about marketing is your thing, now I'll be more confident asking this question. What do you think? Since you were not just building brand, you were also creating the category back then in 2016. So what worked in your favor apart from the market was already growing while you were building your brand and category creation was happening simultaneously. So apart from the market was growing, we know that this pet friendly stuff was already growing. So what went in your favor?
Apart from the market already growing, what went in our favor was that we were early to this industry. That was the first thing. And second thing that went in our favor was we were consistent and very ziddi. We didn't give up. A lot of companies started with us that, vanished because probably they faced some losses or, they gave up in the middle. But we in the hard times and good times we made sure that we kept the company running, and the consistency was our key. So consistency, starting early, adapting with market trends, understanding the need of the customer, meaning focusing more towards the health aspect of things rather than just looking at what's gonna make me money and what's mass produced and what's gonna just sell fast and make me 20 rupees out of the 100 rupees. I was looking at creating something very very solid and creating something very good quality. Like, in plain simple words, I wanted to create something that is of good quality, and back then that wasn't available. Right now we have many people, many players, many brands doing amazing work. And so those were a couple of things that kind of worked for us in the early stages. But starting early was, I think great. Understanding the customer was great, and adapting to market trends was great for us. But if you ask me to pick one thing out of everything that we did, it's only consistency. It's not giving up, and it's staying there at the same place. And, like, on slow burner, we kind of were on slow burner for the longest time. So
So the next question comes is what kept you going? Is it you said जिद्दी थे इसलिए we kept going even after getting a lot of odds on the way?
you don't keep going when you have a plan B. I never had a plan B, so this was my only way. I had to keep going. Not going to
Wow.
me Not going ahead for me was just like, what do you do? Like, you die, you suicide, or you just sit at home, or you get married? What do you do? You make food at home? I mean, I'm not degrading anything, but I mean, not doing this for me was, I had no plan B. I had no other option. And plan B would just be sitting at home helping my mother or getting married or something
Got
around
it.
those
I
lines.
can relate to it. I understand. So you also mentioned in your Shark Tank pitch that you have planning to add on a segment of vet and pharma and stuff like that. So
Yeah.
is it in the process or is it
No, we haven't reached there. We haven't reached there, but We definitely will. That is our end goal too.
Another question I wanted to, understand, probably the last one. Recently, we got a lot of verdict from the court about stray dogs. I even saw your LinkedIn post around that. So, how do you see that? Like, is it just, I mean, are we in a society जहाँ पे pet से तो प्यार है, but stray से नहीं है, या we feel responsible here? Like, how do you see this gap?
I mean, how do we see this gap? Let's just talk about strays firstly.
Hmm.
How India sometimes deals with the voiceless, it's is very inhuman. To be honest with you, um, it's changing. Times are getting better, definitely. I would not like to blame a particular thing, a particular organization, a particular government for, the condition of animals, but the condition of animals in India is not that great. It's not a hidden fact. It's something you can see with your own eyes getting out of your house. So the verdicts that have come out clearly are not just. They are not going to do any good to the society. But having said that, the issues that the normal public, people that do not have pets, have raised against strays, those also need to be addressed. So the idea is to coexist mutually in the society, not eliminate or eradicate one. Like you must have heard about the order that came in by the Delhi government saying that we're going to take all the strays and put them in a shelter.
Shelter.
You're just eradicating a whole breed, a whole species of animal from the human chain or from the living organisms chain. I mean, I think it was absolutely ridiculous for anybody to even think that something like that could be okay. But with strong revolt against it, I think they've taken their decision back. Um Times are getting better, and if the where the government can't help, humans step in, regular people step in, regular people like you and I step in, and with time, I think like it's things are definitely going to get better. And the comparison between pets and strays right now is also a problem of Indian mentality. We have a mentality ki हमारे घर का बच्चा सही है और बाहर वाला खराब है or something like that. So it's just about society, it's just about culture, it's just about mentality. And with changing times and education and awareness, everything will change. We just need to be patient with it. And when the decision making comes in the right hands, we are sure that the justice in India will prevail in the hands of the voiceless. And yeah, here's to hoping to be positive and optimistic about this, and here's to helping and doing whatever you can in this situation. And yeah, speaking negatively about any particular thing or any particular government or any particular organization is going to do no good, neither to the animal, nor to me, nor to them. So I would like to close your podcast on a happy note, wherein things are changing, everything is getting better. We have new millennials coming in, Gen Zs coming in. They have a different education, different upbringing, different background. They function and think differently. So we hope that the inhumanization of animals that sometimes happens in India is probably not going to happen with a literate crowd, somebody who's educated, somebody who's aware of society, animals, and is human and is in touch with their emotional side. I feel like the next decade is going to look different for animals.
Wow, I'll be, hoping for the same. Yeah, though the progress is there, let's see what is the speed we catch on.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much, Priyam. It was lovely, lovely to have you.
Thank you. Likewise, Jyoti. And I feel like your work is fab. You should continue speaking to entrepreneurs, founders, and trying to learn their journey, because it looks very boring behind this desk, but it's like a warrior here. So hearing stories of founders is going to be great for the younger generation and for anybody that's doing a startup. And kudos to you and people like you that are
Thank you.
bringing out our voices and sharing whatever little we have to share with the younger generation.
Thank you so much. I'll try to continue doing it. At times it gets, we all know it
Difficult.
gets,
I
yeah,
understand.
difficult, monotonous. Again, execution wise becomes little, uh, priority किसको दो, इसको दो, इसको दो या इसको दो types happens. But I'll keep going for it.